Together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we say making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be joined here by my brother in a little bit here. But we have an okay-sized slate for today. We got 8 games in the NHL, and we have 7 in the NBA. So 15 games to go over for today's card. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And should have been a better day. College basketball split out 2-2. One with Liberty minus 14.5 and Utah State money line. Loss of Louisville and Creighton. So split out on college basketball there. 2-2, down 0.1 units. Had a really strong NBA day. Went 3-0-1 with probably the squarest card you could have bet. I had the Lakers money line at minus 130 that came through. I faded the 3 tankathon teams with the Sixers, Pelicans, Lakers money line parlay with a plus 162 there. Pushed on the Pacers team total over 126. I did not think I was going to get that push, and the full game does go over 258.5. So 3-0-1 there. And the NHL went 1-6, but could have easily gone way better. Montreal loses in a 13-round shootout. Did get the draw in that game at plus 315, but still lost money on the game. Anaheim, New York draw at plus 355. The Islanders score on the PK with a minute and a half left to take the lead. Bruins lost in overtime. Sabres plus 170 was not a good bet. Under 6 in Buffalo or in Winnipeg, LA loses with 1.3 seconds left with an empty net. And the draw does not come through either. So 1-6 down 3.96 units in NHL. 6-8-1 down 1.8 units overall. So not a good day yesterday at all. I feel like crap right now. So I'm trying to make it through this at the moment. Sorry about that. Wasn't feeling great there. But let's head over toward the chat here, and then we'll get into today's card. I apologize for that little interruption there. I wasn't feeling the greatest. I just need to take a second off of camera there for a second. All right. Marco's coming in saying, "What's good, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Seme, decent size NBA slate. Let's find some value. Yep. Supness, what's good, Lex? Morning, EQ. RIP to the bookies. FTB, yes. Liberty, fuck you last night. But they won the full game. Yeah, they did cover last night for us. We had the 14.5 full game. What just happened? I wasn't feeling great. Yeah, I apologize there. Yeah, no, it's all good. I just needed to take a minute off of camera there for a second. But I'm back, and let's break down some hockey. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have the Maple Leafs as minus 255 favorites with a total of 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot where it opened up at 290 for these Maple Leafs. It's down to a 247, so a decent-sized move towards these Columbus Blue Jackets in this game. Line opened up at a 120 for the over 6.5. It's now a 133, so a movement towards the over in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow here for this spot. Let's get it over towards the NHL. And we have no cash flow on the total here in this spot. Limited tickets, only 1,900. 54% of the tickets and 80% of the cash is on the Maple Leafs, and the line has moved towards the Blue Jackets. 31% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the Blue Jackets, plus the 1.5 as well. Now, I won't advocate for the Maple Leafs laying this type of number. They're just not a team I trust to lay this type of number. Let's get up my projection for this game, which I have this game projected for 7.5 goals in this spot, and I have the Maple Leafs or the Blue Jackets projected for 3.2 goals, and with the number the way it is, I think there may be some value here with the Blue Jackets team total in this game. Let's take a look at what that Blue Jackets team total would be here. Let's get logged back into my book. There we go. 2.5 at minus 120. I think it's very appealing here. I think that the Blue Jackets can get 3 goals in this game. It's most likely going to be Samsonov or Martin Jones. Either way, I like both of those if we're looking to fade the Blue Jackets here. The Maple Leafs are coming in off of a 7-3 win against the Rangers. Previous to that, they lost 4-3 in overtime against the Islanders. They beat the Predators 4-0, and they played 3 straight 4-3 games. Ottawa 4-3, Boston 4-3 loss, and a 4-3 shootout win against the Kraken. This has been a Maple Leafs team that has been actually going to overtime a decent amount as well, which is going to lead me to a play I was kind of looking at last night that the line wasn't available, and now it is. I'm going to take a shot here at the draw at plus 360. We're going to, there we go. Draw plus 360 as well. This Maple Leafs team has been going to overtime an awful lot as of late. Give me something along the lines of 3-3-4-4. And we get an overtime type of game. So I'm going to grab some draw here as well at plus 360 here with the Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets as well in this game. There we go. Be home in 10. All right. Sounds good. No Time. Man, bummer. I mean, he'll be there in a few minutes. I'm fine. You're good. Damn, right. It rained all day here, and now it's starting to sleet. Yeesh. Yes, sir. Stacks pot is Kobe White over 31.5 per. There you go. There's the Stacks pod there. Let's keep on keeping on here. We have the Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers minus 135 favorites in this game, total 5.5 in this game. 5.5 in this game. I actually agree with that, it being there. Let's get into the line history in this spot where it opened up at a 125 for the Flyers. It's now at a 133, so a movement towards these Flyers here. Line opened up at a 5.5 at -110. It's up to a 5.5 at -118. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Flyers here in this spot. Looking at the cash flow in this game, we have 47% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on Philly, and the lines move towards Philly here in this spot, and I kind of agree with that line movement. 55% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is on the over in this game. This line's moved juice towards the over. It's a 5.5, so it is a low total, so I understand why money is coming in on the over here in this spot. I have this game projected for 5.8 goals, so I thought this 5.5 number seemed about right. And I do have the Flyers as a decent favorite in this game. I have them along the lines of 160 in this game. So I do see some potential value here with the Flyers. I kind of maybe I might take a look at them here. One thing that does kind of concern me with the Flyers is I believe this is their first game back after a long road trip. It's their first game back off of a 3-game road trip where they went to Arizona, Colorado, Nashville. And now they're going to be back at home for 2 games against the Capitals and the Red Wings. So I lean Flyers if I had to get involved with this game. I don't think I'm going to, though, at all. I don't know if the Flyers have been actually going to overtime an awful lot as of late. They've gone to overtime in 4 of their last 6 games and 5 of their last 8. So they have been a team that's been going extra time as of late. So maybe we take a small stab at the draw in this game. Let's take a look what the draw is in this one. I kind of want to let's take a look at what this draw is. Plus 330. I'm gonna take a small shot with this draw at plus 330. I think that's worth a look here. The Flyers have been going to overtime a decent amount lately. The Capitals, I think, can get dragged into an overtime game here. So we're gonna take a shot here at plus 330. Washington Philly draw. In this game, we'll go with that. Is the under a lock with Herbert out tonight? I wouldn't call anything a lock. I did bet the under though because it's a primetime game. Oilers money line, Wild money line, Blues money line. I have moved on the Blues already. I have not moved on either of those games there in that spot. Over and lean Capitals. Fair. I lean Philly, but yeah. Let's keep on moving on here. This is a game I did get to as well. We have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Detroit Red Wings in this one. We have the Hurricanes as 170 favorites with a total of 6.5 in this game. Well, let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Carolina and Detroit. Line opened up at a 155. It's up to a 170 now or 169 for Carolina. So a decent move towards the Hurricanes in this game. Total opened up at a 6.5 at -108. It's now a 6.5 at plus 101. So we do have a movement towards the under here as well in this game. Even though 86% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the over, the line has moved towards this under. We have 47% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the Hurricanes, which explains the line move towards the Hurricanes here. My numbers just have this line entirely too wide in this game, and I'm going to take a shot here with the Red Wings at this number. And I kind of lean maybe a little Red Wings team total over, maybe a full game over as well. I do have this game projected for 7 goals. So actually, the more and more I look at it, the more and more I'm interested in that. And I think I want to take a shot here with the because the team total is a 2.5 at 145. I'm going to take a shot at the full game over here with Carolina and Detroit as well. So I'm already on Detroit plus 145, and now I'm on the over 6 here as well.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. How you guys doing? I do kind of lean towards the Detroit Red Wings in this one. This is a Carolina team that is a fade team on the road. 7-10 on the road, which is not ideal. And I would have to lay a puck line on them. They're even worse on the puck line. 4-9 on the puck line on the road. And you got to think they're probably favorites in most of those games because they are Carolina. So I looked at this one and went, I can get some nice plus money with a Red Wings team at home. I would kind of go there. I have unfortunately, I feel like this could be an overtime game, and I hate it because every single team, every single Eastern Conference game is going to overtime, which is really, really annoying. But I could see this one going to overtime. So maybe 3-3 or 4-4 going into overtime. But I like the Red Wings. I would have to lean that. I have to go that way and grab some plus money there.
Yeah, I could see this being one of those type of draw games for sure as well. I'll kind of take a look at it because Carolina's gone to 1 overtime in the last 7 games, and the Red Wings have gone to 2. So it's not like these teams are playing too much overtime as of late. But I could definitely see it. Back to the chat.
Yes, sorry. Where did you leave off? And then because I was not here. Red Wings in the over. Yes. When I get sick, I'll whip up some boiled lemons.
Okay.
Interesting. I like the Red Wings money line. Not gonna talk you off the Red Wings. I like the Red Wings tonight too, and I'll probably find a player prop for the Red. I haven't even looked at player props yet, but I'll look at.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at player
props.
By the
way, I just want to mention yesterday, and I'll thank you for it too, Nick. One of my player props that I gave out was Morgan Geekie anytime goal plus 340. Cash it, and then yesterday was a 3 and 5 day personally. But those 3 wins were a plus 130 with the Horvat and Barzell anytime point parlay, Morgan Geekie anytime goal, and the Winnipeg Jets money line. So those were the 3 that I was on that won. Cole Caulfield didn't get it done. The Rat didn't get it done. Tucky didn't get it done. Bruins didn't get it done. Sabres, I closed my computer after the second goal. So that just an ugly game yesterday for them. But I ended up having a slightly profitable day in hockey. Thank you to Morgan Geekie. But I will look towards some player props in a little bit.
Sure.
Good morning, Lieutenant. Good morning, Nathan. What's up, brothers? Thank you for the show. Appreciate it. Let's jump to the next game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Ottawa Senators and the St. Louis Blues here in this spot. We have the Senators as slight road favorites, minus 120 range, total 6.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 110. It's up to a 113. So it's a slight move towards Ottawa. Line opened up at a 6.5 at minus 125. It's still a 6.5 at minus 125. So we have a really no move on this total, but we have a slight move towards the Sens, which I made a move on this game last night. I'm already on the Blues here. I have them as around a minus 135, minus 140 favorite. So seeing them at this pick'em price, I saw value on them here. Looking at the cash flow, we have 32% of the tickets and 63% of the cash on the Blues. So the bigger bets are coming in on the Blues in this game. And this is a Blues team that where you want them is at home for starters. This is a team that plays better at home, obviously, than they do on the road. They're only 7-5 at home this year. And this is this really only the Senators' 7th road game? That's kind of surprising.
Senators haven't really played a lot of games.
Yeah, because they played in Sweden, which definitely lowered their amount of games played.
But at the same time, so did Detroit, and they've played freaking 15 plus 9, 24, 28 games so far.
Yeah, so it happens. But with that being said, I did play the Blues at minus 110 last night. The lines moved slightly against me, so it makes me a little uncomfortable. But I do have some Blues in this game.
I didn't touch a side in this one. I would lean towards the Blues with you. I know we've been both kind of bigger on the Blues to start the year, but I didn't feel a need to get to this game. I will probably have some type of player prop in this game, though. I know Ottawa's been a better offensive team, so I'm going to try to find some player props for some of the card, and then I'll when we do the recap, I'll share all my player props because I'm not going to have them done before the starts of each of the games. So, I will have some type of player prop in this game, but not really going after anything right now. As for a side or a total.
Fair enough. Back to the chat.
Hot soup helps me right away. For when you're sick, have fun. Yeah. Hello. Points bet had Sens plus 100 still out yesterday. I grabbed that before the books moved. There you go. Sens all day. I kind of lean the opposite direction, but yeah. I'm getting Blues 3-2. Yeah, I could see an under in that game. I could. I'll still pick out some type of goal scorer prop. Let's go to this one, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Minnesota Wild hosting the Calgary Flames. The Wild minus 155 favorites, total of 6.5 in this game. Wild are that big of favorites, which is kind of surprising. The line opened up at a 140. It's up to a 160 now. So a big move towards these Minnesota Wild. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 115. It's now a 6 at minus 123. So a move towards the over here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot where we have 93% of the tickets are on the Wild. No cash flow. Less than 1,000 tickets here in this game. So nothing really to go off of here. And my projection for this game, I scrolled the wrong way. I need to scroll up, not down on my spreadsheet here. There we go. See, here's the thing. I actually do have the Wild as a decent-sized favorite in this game. Just me laying a number with the Wild right now, it's just not appealing whatsoever. Gustafsson has improved. He's almost back to a league average goaltender after being one of the worst graded goaltenders for most of the season. He has improved as of late. It would be Wild or nothing for me at this. It would be Wild -1, but I don't trust Minnesota in this spot at all. So this is one of those games where I lean Wild -1, but I don't feel a need to get involved with it.
Nope, opposite direction. Give me the Flames. I don't trust this Wild team. They had a nice little run after they fired their coach, and since then have gone back onto after their 4-game winning streak, they're now 1-2, losing to Vancouver and Edmonton, fine, and winning 3-0 again in Seattle. They were just jealous that the Vikings won 3-0, so they wanted to win 3-0 too. I'm not worried about that game. I'm on the Flames. I got some plus money with them. I feel like it's a decent spot to grab a little bit of plus money there. I will probably have some type of Minnesota Wild prop, though, in this one because I could see this one being an over as well. I look at this one, and Calgary gets shots on goal. I mean, they haven't really been playing well as of late, but they've been putting in goals 4, 5, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Like they're scoring goals. It's just their defense hasn't been good. So I'll probably be on the Flames and Wild over the total as well. I'm going to be on both. I see this one as a high scoring game where the Flames win, like an overtime game maybe.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really looking at the draw too much in this game because I could see a multi-goal win by the Wild. But yeah, it's a tricky game. Not one I needed to get involved with. But back to the chat.
Yeah. Wild. Yes. No Wild. Sorry. Let's do that. How you come out flat and only get one? Yeah, I know that was ugly yesterday. 100% ugly in that Sabres game. Like unbelievable. Yeah. Next topic. There you go. What's up, fellas? What's up, La Resistance? More of a stay off. Wild/Flames. There you go. Only loss was the Kings last night. I was on the Winnipeg. That was one of my 3 wins yesterday. Was Winnipeg. So I'll take that. I do have something in this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Edmonton Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning in this game. Oilers -170 home favorites, total of 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Let's see. We have this line opened up at a 155. It's up to a 165 for the Oilers. This line opened up at a 6.5 at minus 115. It's now a 6.5 at minus 123. So it's moved towards the over, and it's moved towards Edmonton in this game. Here, Vasilevsky's not been very good since his return. I do kind of lean over the total in this game at the 6.5 number. And I think that line for the Oilers is about right. I have them around a 180 in this game. I kind of like this over 6.5. I lean in that direction. Whether or not I pull the trigger on it, I don't know, but it would be a lean towards that.
I will be on the Edmonton Oilers puck line. This is an Oilers team that's been playing a lot better as of late. Against the Tampa Bay team that I don't know necessarily if I trust them on the road. Or trust them in because they're 5-9-2 on the road this year. And then Edmonton, watch out for this team. Holy shit, they've won 8 games in a row. All of a sudden, they're right back up in a playoff picture. They're 4th in the Pacific. You knew they weren't going to stay down for long. And I believe they're in a playoff spot now as we speak. No, they're not quite. They are a point behind Arizona for a playoff spot. Remember when this team was dead last in the West? All of a sudden, it's amazing what a run can do. Edmonton's look great. They're at home. Give me their puck line against Tampa. I'm gonna bet this Edmonton team right now. They're hot, and I can get their puck line at plus 140. And I'll probably look towards that trio with Connor McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Draisaitl. Probably anytime goals for all 3 of them. And then maybe like a point parlay with all 3 of them kind of deal. Maybe a team total for Edmonton. I think there's a smash spot for the Oilers tonight.
Sounds about. Yeah. I could definitely see that there.
Go back. You go to the chat this time. I'm gonna get some player props going.
Okay. I just woke up, send the invite. Yeah. All good. Went 4-1 last night. I'll take that all day. There you go. Wisconsin, Jacksonville State under 125.5. Good luck. He's on the Oilers. Can't be perfect like the French. Eh, oui, oui. What's up, guys? What's up, Gerardo? All right. Sorry, it just spun on. Or it looked like it just.
Yeah, no, you froze for a minute too. So now I understand.
Yeah. I think after the next 2 hockey games, I'm gonna bounce here because I need to lay down. I don't feel well right now.
Okay.
So, but we'll go over the next 2 hockey games, and I'm gonna bounce.
Okay.
We have the Florida Panthers and the Vancouver Canucks. Panthers minus 110 favorites, total 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in the spot here, where we have the Panthers. The Panthers opened up as a plus 102 dog. Now they're a minus 117 favorite. Vancouver's now the dog. And the line opened up at a 6.5 at even money. It's now a 6 at minus 115. So it's a move towards the under here as well. Take a look at the cash flow in this game. 87% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the Panthers. So it explains the line move for them going from dog to favorite. 56% of the tickets are on the under, which kind of explains the line movement going down here in this one. And I kind of agreed with the line movement going down because I have this game projected for 5.85 goals. So I saw this as a little bit of a lower scoring game here. And I have the Canucks as a little bit of a favorite here, around 130 favorite in this spot. Seeing the Canucks go to a dog, I kind of think there's value on Vancouver now. And I get it. The Panthers have been good this season. I do like this Panthers team a lot. But I lean Canucks in this game. I think I might get to the Canucks in this spot, but it's definitely Vancouver, nothing for me in this game.
I'm already on the Canucks. You already know it. The Canucks. I'm rolling with them. I keep betting them, and they've been one of the better teams in hockey this year, so I'm just going to keep betting them. Edmonton, not Edmonton, sorry. Florida's been solid this year, but I want to keep backing my Nucks, who have been making me some money. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Give me some Vancouver Canucks money line action in this one, Nick.
I like it. Yeah, I think I might pull the trigger on the Canucks. I'm still trying to decide that, but yeah, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on the Canucks and that over in that Oilers game. I think I'm going to.
There you go. Nick, go back to the chat. I'm trying to get all the player props figured out so that I can have them all done before you leave.
Yeah, and I appreciate you running it so for the NBA.
Yeah, I know. I understand that.
Yep. I'm on Vancouver and Detroit. I am on Detroit. I'm going to be on Vancouver. Grab the over 6.5 in Edmonton, Tampa Bay, Edmonton yesterday. Are there any sevens? Not on my book. It is a 6.5 at -120 on my book, and I'm actually going to place those two. I'm going to take the Canucks at +105 as well, and I'm getting over 6.5 at -120 for that Lightning game. So that's what we got there. Yeah, they're not sevens yet. Yeah, I'll do that in a little bit. Bruins smash. They didn't yesterday. They screwed me in overtime. The Vancouver Canucks. And then some type of flag. I'm guessing that's the French flag because all it says is FRCA. And Brad says, "Hi, Tom." We'll move into the last game here, which is actually one that has my attention a little bit here. And it I think I can find a pretty decent prop for this one. Also, actually, I kind of want to take a look real quick with that last game. Maybe a draw in that Panthers game as well. Yeah, except for the Florida Panthers. Never mind. Neither of these teams are playing any overtimes as of late, so never mind. Seattle Kraken hosts the Chicago Blackhawks here. Kraken -225 favorites, total of 5.5 in this game. Another 5.5. That's 2 5.5 totals on this card, which is kind of interesting. We rarely see them. We see 2 in one day. Line opened up at a 240. It's down to a 230. That's crazy that the Kraken are this big of favorites in the game. Line opened up at a 6. It's down to a 5.5. So it has been a line movement down half a goal. 45% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the over. I wonder how much of that over money, though, is at this 5.5 number. 21% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the Blackhawks in this game here. And I think I'm kind of interested in a dog draw split in this game, taking the Blackhawks money line in the draw in this one. Because I definitely think that the Kraken should not be this type of number right now. Especially the way they've been playing. My numbers have this game much closer. The Kraken have only played 2 overtime games, and the Blackhawks have played 1 the last 10. But I see this as a game where you're probably going to get a decent number on this overtime because these two teams, because the line is so wide. So actually, I'm gonna take a look here. 3-way line for where is it? Are they not offering me a 3-way line on Blackhawks? There it is, Blackhawks Kraken. Plus 350. I'm going to grab some of that as well. So I'm going to do a dog and draw split here in this game. Give me the Blackhawks plus 190 and the draw at plus 350.
I'm not going to touch a side in this one, but I do have a player prop. And I don't think the player prop is going to be a surprise to anybody. There's a guy on the Blackhawks named Connor Bedard, and I want to go after him. His anytime goal was plus 180, plus 190, something in that range. 190. So I will be on Connor Bedard to score a goal in this one. Didn't touch a side, though.
Yeah, I kind of like that draw. It's a nice plus 350, so.
Now, before you go, I have 9 player props. Because I kind of try to choose a couple throughout the games. I got 2 for the Philly-Washington game, 1 on each side. Washington, Alexander Ovechkin. I know that's the chalkiest play, whatever. Plus 160.
He hasn't been scoring.
Well, plus 160. There's value there, I feel.
There's
And
reason
then,
he's +150.
and then this one's gonna be nice if this one hits. Farabee on the side of Philly. He's the second highest scoring player on the Flyers, so I chose him +285.
It's not a bad look.
Detroit, give me Sprong anytime point. He's been getting on the scorecard. I went 2 in the Calgary game. I went Marco Rossi anytime point at even money on the Minnesota side, and then I went Amani Giappani anytime point +145. And then obviously I talked about Bedard, and then I did the 3 Edmonton guys: McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins. McDavid goal, even money. Draisaitl +120. Nugent Hopkins +240.
Sounds good.
Those are my player props. And then hockey card over in the Columbus game. Detroit money line, Calgary money line, the over in Calgary, Edmonton puck line, and Vancouver money line.
Yeah, I'm going to be running with the Leafs game, Leafs Jackets over 6.5 and the draw at +360. I'm on the Red Wings +145 and the over 6.5. I'm on. Oh, that's right. I did bet that. I totally forgot I bet that. Wild Flames over 6. Totally forgot I bet that last night. And the Blues at -110. I got the Capitals Flyers draw at 330. I'm on the Tampa Bay Edmonton over 6.5. I'm on the Canucks, and I'm on the Blackhawks and the draw for that game there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you, Nick. Time to jump into some NBA basketball now. I'll be quick with this game. No, I'm gonna bet the other one that's a little bit wider spread. Cleveland, Boston, not betting. I just want to put that one out there real quickly because I'm not laying 9 points on the Celtics, and the Cavaliers are all beat up right now, so I'm not really interested in going after them. Didn't touch a total in this game, so I'm going to quickly go through that one. This one is a complete pass. It'll allow me to kind of – because if I don't want to waste your time. I'm not going to break down an entire game if I'm not going to be betting it. So Cleveland, Boston, no bet. Move on. Chicago and Miami. Miami's a 4-point favorite with a total of 216. And I like this one. If I was going to go after anything in this game, it is the under. Chicago has been more of a under team, or actually they've been more of an over team this year, which is why I'm staying off of this one. But I look at Miami. They are one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. They have gone under 3 out of their last 4, and that's including going up against Charlotte twice. So, which has been more of an over team this year. So, this one ends up being a stay away just because the two sides are going opposite directions in terms of total. And I'm not really too interested in going after a side in this one. The Bulls are not a team that I trust, especially on the road. And I'm not laying points with the Miami Heat right now. So this one ends up being a stay away. I can't really lean towards anything in this one, though. I don't remember where we left off. Canucks, yes. Can we get a 2-leg Earle to get a point parlay? 2 players that you guys think will cash and be willing to pay dues. Yes. The top line for Edmonton. I know it's the chalkiest one. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins. All 3 of them. It's correlated. They're all on the top line. Make sure they're all on the top line together. Because if they're going to score, most likely one's going to get a goal and the other 2 are going to get an assist. There's your 3 points. So there you go. Blackhawks. I could see the Blackhawks being a good spot today. 5.5s are rare. Yes. Over 5.5. Good luck. To 0.6. Did you guys pick the Rockets? I don't think we've talked about the Rockets yet. They don't play today. The Rockets don't play today. Did they play yesterday? They did play yesterday. They played against Memphis. I did not even touch that game. So I have no complaints about them today. Give me the green wave. I'll tell you, we've got no plays for college basketball today. None. 0. Nothing graded out nicely. Nope, no college basketball today. It's like 7 games. None of them had any value to us. Tulane -7. Good luck. I will always be down to see an American Conference team win most of the time. Supness. What's up, Lax? How you doing today? Tulane and ECU NCAA. Well, okay. You know I'm going to end up betting ECU. It's not an official play today. You know I'll end up grabbing ECU plus the 15.5, and I will be sprinkling that money line. They're going to go into Florida. They're going to beat them. No, kidding. But it's not an official play. Did you guys pick the? No, I didn't. Lamar. I think we leaned slightly that way, but once again, nothing going. Stay dead in the Houston Rockets. Got the rain yesterday. They got the win. Good for the Rockets. Good for the Rockets. They played Memphis, who's garbage. We'll go to this game, which I actually really like this game. I actually got to put – I don't think I put my plays up yet on the site. I'm going to. I'll do it after the show. Minnesota and Dallas. Dallas is a 1.5-point favorite with a total of 231 in this one. And I feel like the Timberwolves are pretty easy to predict. I back them a lot at home. I tend to go away from them more on the road. And I'm going to be going on to the Dallas Mavericks in this one. Their money line is probably cheap enough at this point, and I don't mind going in and grabbing that. It's probably like 125 area. This is a 7-5 team, and they're slight dogs. The Minnesota Timberwolves. So that kind of tells me everything I need to know in this game. I will be on the Dallas Mavericks. Some type of short money line in this one. So Dallas for me against the T-Wolves. You guys have a good show. I like it. Appreciate it, Brad. The Tommies. Tommies. Who's the Tommies? I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's look. The Tommies is St. Thomas. Actually, the only play that was like borderline for us was Marquette, but it was not quite there. Let's ride Mavericks. Let's do it. All right, guys. You're going to see something. I think this is the first time this year that you're going to see this. We get the Brooklyn Nets and the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are 9-point favorites in this one with a total of 230. Everybody knows. I got my hat on. I'm rocking my hat. I'm a Nuggets fan. I'm on the Brooklyn Nets today. Just because they're playing my team does not mean I'm going to be going away from my cash cow. The Brooklyn Nets are 17-5-1 against the spread. That's one of the best against the spread records in the NBA. I think they're the most profitable team in the NBA, and I'm not going to stop betting them just because they're going up against my Nuggets. And I got 9.5 with them. And I would still grab the 9. This is a Nets team that's just been covering and covering and covering. I'm just going to keep backing them. It's just I've been on them a lot this year. We knew they were going to be a good cover team because a lot of people were going to be low on them. They end up being way too big of dogs or not as big of favorites as they're supposed to be. And here I think they're too big of a dog. Give me the Brooklyn Nets plus the points in this one. Although I do think the Nuggets win. It does feel like a Dallas spot. That I agree. It does feel like a Dallas spot. If you give the show, if you like the show, give it a thumbs down. Hell yeah. Do something. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, all that stuff. JK. No, hey, it's interaction. Doesn't really matter to me. Did I miss the part? Did I miss the best part of the show, the NHL slate? Yes. Yes, you did. Tim, drop an NHL pod. An NHL pod. Give me the over in Calgary. There you go. Over in Calgary. Brooklyn plus 10. Yes. Nuggets in the under. I am not backing the Nuggets today. Not backing the Nuggets. Did you come pay for NFL yet? I mean, what do you mean? I've been betting it, if that's what you're asking. OKC? Yes, OKC. Damn, I wanted to go Nuggies first quarter. Hey, you can go Nuggies first quarter. I just think you get a cover from from them full game, from the Nets full game. That's just my opinion. Red Wings versus score. Yes, I like the Red Wings tonight. Let's go ahead and talk about those Oklahoma City Thunder that you mentioned. They're against Sacramento. Sacramento's a 10-point favorite. A 2-point favorite with a total of 243.5. And let's be honest, I'm high on both these teams. I really am. I really do like both these teams. This Kings team has been making me money. And this Thunder team has been, again, one of the more profitable teams in the NBA. 15-7 against the spread. So yes, I do like the Oklahoma City Thunder in this game. I've been riding them for a while. I'm going to continue to ride them. They've been making me money. And yeah, I know it's the Kings who have been another team that have been super high. I think these are two of the top, say, 4 or 5 teams in the West. I said that in the beginning of the year, and they've kind of proven me right. So when it comes to it, I'm going to be jumping on the Oklahoma City Thunder in this one. A little bit of plus money. I like it. We're going to roll with it. Thunder. Do you think the mile high factor will play in for, do you think the altitude playing factor? It always is a factor. It's always a factor in the, in Denver. But I think I think it's 9.5 points is too many still. Capitals reverse puck line. As long as Alexander Ovechkin scores, that's fine. I don't really care who wins the game as long as Ovi scores. Did you bet NFL? Yes, I've bet NFL. We got the under tonight. I'm about to go to the casino to whip some ass in live poker. I'll be honest, I have 2 poker tables sitting right there as I'm doing the show. My brain works that way. I'm taking the most profitable team. There you go. A more profitable team. I had firms up for you. Okay. College basketball. Yeah, it's slim pickings today. I think it's a lot bigger of a card tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Sorry. On Saturday. Saturday, there's always a big card of college basketball. Tomorrow is probably even slimmer pickings than today. Oh, my computer's frozen. Everything's frozen. All right. Oh, there we go. Now, all right, there we go. Now, my computer was frozen for a minute, which is always just fantastic. Yeah, tomorrow looks like a little bit of a weaker card too, but Saturday there'll be a lot of college basketball. So stay tuned for that. Hit the share button. Appreciate it. Clippers, first half -3. I'm not touching that Clippers game. Although I think the Warriors are kind of just done. Over. I could see the over in the Thunder game for sure. ECU plus 15.5 is my only look for big underdogs. Yeah, I'm going to be on my Pirates. I'm not going. We're not having it on the site or anything, but I will be on my Pirates. Maybe Furman. I could see. I don't have any plays in college basketball though. Yes, Clips. Furman 0-3 on the road. Me either. I'm leaning Clips for full first half. Only I get to the window. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not really too interested in the last 2 games of the night. That's how it is sometimes. Utah Jazz, Portland Trailblazers. Blazers are 3.5-point favorites with a total of 226. This Jazz team is a mess. This Portland team is a mess. Portland should never be a favorite in my opinion, but against the Jazz, it makes sense. I'm not touching a total in this game. Utah has been completely absent offensively since Markkanen went down, and they've been absent defensively. So they may score a bunch. They may not score much, but they might not score much at all. This is a Utah Jazz team I want to stay away from, and I'm not touching the Portland Trailblazers as a favorite. So this one's gross, and then I'll quickly jump into this one. Golden State and L.A. It's a lean towards L.A. I'm not touching it. The Warrior dynasty is over. Draymond Green got suspended indefinitely. Maybe that might be a pick-me-up for the Warriors tonight, but they haven't done shit all year, so no, I'm not touching them. These are two teams I want to kind of stay away from, although the Clippers have been playing better as of late. End of the card with 2 passes. Kind of just going through. Are you going to be doing game time decision tomorrow? Bet win repeat? Yeah, I think so. My Jazz got me yesterday. LO, Knicks suck. I wasn't expecting Laurie. Oh, Laurie returned last night? I'm still not. That makes me not want to touch that game even more. Under in the Portland game, under in the Clipper game. I could definitely see unders in both. Clippers first half, full game. Warriors first half, Clippers full game, deja vu. Like last meeting. That was almost English. Tell him to have a PS4. That's why my PS5. Yeah, I don't play any PlayStations. I don't have time to play video games. I had Jazz yesterday and didn't play it. What did the Jazz do yesterday? They are on a back-to-back, so I guess that makes sense on why they are dogs in this game. Utah beat the Knicks. Wow. I did not expect that one. Interesting. But that is all of the games for today. We'll do a quick recap and all that stuff. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share. All the links in the description below to all the social medias, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Those are the big 4 that we need from you guys. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, I will be posting out my full card along with whatever Nick puts on the site for hockey. So all that we posted up before the game start tonight. So if you guys are interested in that, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. All my entire NHL card is on Twitter. That is not going to be what's up on the site. Nick controls what's up on the site. As for NBA, it's Dallas, it's Brooklyn, and it's Oklahoma City as my big 3 tonight. Tim busy chasing the money. Yeah, exactly. I stopped playing video games. Only game I really play is Halo Reach Live. I will say the only game I play is poker, and I've been obviously studying my sports betting stuff, but I've been putting time into poker as well, and that's what I do for fun. So I have 2 tables going right now. I'm playing a $22 and a $33 tournament. So that's what I like to do. I don't really play video games. I don't think many expected the Jazz to win. Nobody really. Nobody expects the Jazz to win. What's wrong I just don't. They're like 200. Yeah, lots of them. Mavericks, yes. Mavericks today. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Bye-bye, guys.